What's up, guys? My name is Brandon. You guys can call me Swifterrs, and today I'm coming at you guys with a super interesting Easter egg on the Black Ops 3 Zombies map VERRUCKT. Today, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys a Mob of the Dead Easter egg. That's right, guys. I'll get into it in just a second, but first off, I wanted to apologize if I sound a little bit sick or tired. I've actually been getting over a fever of 102, and I've had it over these past couple of days. It's been persisting more than 72 hours. And if the fever continues throughout this weekend, I'm definitely going to need to go to the hospital because something is seriously wrong. But right now, I feel alright, and I really wanted to get this video out to you guys. So if you guys want to check out this Easter egg for yourself, make your way over to this area of VERRUCKT, and inside of the speed cola room, you guys can see that on top of this air conditioning vent, we have a Mob of the Dead zombie character doll. Now, it's very interesting that we have this Mob of the Dead Easter egg on this particular map. Out of all the maps that Treyarch could have added a Mob of the Dead Easter egg, they decided to do it to VERRUCKT. Now, VERRUCKT in and of itself is a super creepy map. There's a ton of super sketchy and weird writings all across the wall, and this isn't actually the only doll Easter egg on this map. We actually have a doll of Richtofen, which you guys can see in the bottom left-hand corner right here, and just above it, on top of this vent, of course, we do have that Mob of the Dead Easter egg doll. But it's very weird that VERRUCKT is the map that has this Easter egg as opposed to the other maps that were remastered within Zombies Chronicles. Now, I don't know if there's any storyline significance to having a Mob of the Dead doll on VERRUCKT, and I have a theory. It may be a little bit far-fetched, but hear me out. So we don't know much about VERRUCKT before it was overrun by zombies. We didn't know much about the asylum itself before Tank Dempsey and his other two military comrades were sent here to try to look for Peter McCain. Of course, we do know that this was an insane asylum, but we don't know much about the patients that were housed here. Could it be possible that this could have been a children's asylum, or maybe it was an asylum that was open to adults and it was open to children? Could it be possible that some of these children that were here brought these dolls that can be found across the map, like the Edward Richtofen doll and like the Mob of the Dead doll? Now, I know that that's a pretty far-fetched theory, and honestly, I have no evidence to support it. I just thought it was an interesting idea, and I wanted to bring it up to you guys. But something that I wanted to point out is that I find it very odd that at the end of the Origins Easter egg cutscene, Samantha and Eddie are playing with dolls. As you guys just saw, they were playing with the exact same Mob of the Dead doll that was found on VERRUCKT, but at this time in our storyline, we assumed the entire game of zombies to be a complete fabrication, something that was made up in the heads of our children. And then we go back to VERRUCKT and we have those dolls. We have the Mob of the Dead doll. We have the Edward Richtofen doll. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that our other three characters also have doll versions of themselves on VERRUCKT, including Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai. Don't quote me on that. I believe I saw them somewhere, but I could be wrong. It could just be the sickness talking. I don't know. I'm not feeling 100% right now. But regardless, it's super interesting, and I wanted to bring this up to you guys. So I guess going back to my first theory or idea, what do you guys think the function of the insane asylum was before it was overrun by zombies? Of course, I believe it was a 935 facility created by the Germans, but could that mean that it housed adult patients or potentially child patients? Also, what do you guys think about the Mob of the Dead doll alongside the Richtofen doll and potentially other characters' dolls that could be found around the entire asylum? Very curious to hear what you guys think about this. Please be sure to let me know down in the comment section below. I'm going to check on the other Zombies Chronicles remastered maps to see if there are any other Mob of the Dead related Easter eggs, because it's super interesting that out of all of the remastered maps, Treyarch have decided to put a Mob of the Dead Easter egg on VERRUCKT. Could there be some sort of storyline significance? I'm not entirely sure. Let me know in the comment section below. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new. I need to get back in bed because while I'm making this video, I'm starting to feel not too great. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed. With that being said, I'll catch you guys later.